Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CTST. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Done this analysis a couple times before and talked about how this one's been beaten down so much that you got to think there would be some sort of bounce, and that did occur a little bit on Thursday. I mean, when you stop and think about the fact that the price gapped down and then made a very, very impressive move like that. I mean, there was the dead cat bounce from a trading perspective, that was some great opportunity. But the reason I call that a dead cat bounce is, well, you look at what happened today, and it just rolled right back over. And then not only did it roll back over to this area of the chart, it just kept rolling on over throughout the course of the remainder of the day. So back to the drawing board. But that does also go to kind of illustrate the point that I was trying to make in previous videos, saying, when stocks in this price range get beat down like they have, they can make some nice movements. And like I said, right there was a nice movement, especially considering the price range. And then you look at the percentages on that. Very nice, legitimate move. But there just, is a lot of downward pressure on this one right now. So that's why, to me, it's worth at least keeping an eye on these ones, because they can, like I said, when they move, they tend to move pretty big. So newest area of resistance to watch going into next week is going to be that former area of support. And that's just based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So that's where 267 comes into play. That was a level that, for the most part, actually, all day long did a great job of holding as support, but then the latter part of the day happened, and during the final 30 minutes, but late afternoon, the price did drop below there, and then from there, the price just continued on down. So shaky action right there, and the bulls weren't able to quite hold it. So that'll be the near term and key level of resistance to watch, going into next week. In the event the price can push up through that area as resistance, next key level to watch would be that purple line right there, which is the 50-period simple moving average. So watch that level too. But as of right now, one hurdle at a time. That first key hurdle, again, is getting back above the 267 mark. As far as levels of support are concerned, nothing very fancy or complicated here, other than the fact of the bleeding finally did stop today down there at the $2.50 mark. So like I said, nothing other than that's just simply where the bleeding stopped. So keep an eye on 250 from the support side of things. But from a risk versus reward perspective, an interesting setup going forward, so we'll see how this one continues to play out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up, as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.